Ooh, it says I'm live. Am I live? Good morning, everybody. Nobody's here. Good morning. If you are here in Korea, good morning. If you are in the US of A, good evening. If you're watching the replay, then I want to suggest that you go back and watch the video I posted earlier first about my loc Q&A. Watch that first and then come back here because, I feel like it will make more sense. Then we can discuss, we can talk about my logs afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of makes a little bit more sense. So, hmm, I'm gonna go grab something real quick. Be right back. All right. So, good morning, everybody. One of the things I said I would do if you guys were interested, only if you're interested, is that I would count my locks on here today. But I've got 4 people here, 3 people watching. Do you want to see it? Yes, good evening. Hi. Oh my God, Victoria. Thanks for joining. But yeah, what do you want to discuss? Because we can talk about my I am a bit hungover. I'm not gonna lie. I have got some Powerade right here to help me get through it, okay? Because I am a whole mess. Hold on a second. I need to adjust. Yes. Um, I was drinking while on. Good morning. I was drinking while on FaceTime, not FaceTime, but like video call with my boo, and mm, my boo can drink more than me, but I be forgetting that when I have the alcohol in my hand, and I didn't seem to know my limits. Hello, hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining in. Yeah, so I didn't like drink to the point of like throwing up or anything crazy. I just did drink to the point of being tipsy, and then I had to film my video like that. But um I at least and then I had to edit the video like that. I edited the video while I was tipsy. That was fun. That was fun. At least I like took out all the F bombs. Um what was I drinking? That's a good question. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you exactly what I was drinking because oh, I highly recommend it. It is literally right here in the room. Okay. So I have this wine. It's literally called Jinro House Wine. It is 16% alcohol, which is entirely too much. It's more it is higher percentage than most wine. Okay, not sponsored. And it's like $2. Like I swear to you guys, this bottle, obviously this is smaller than a regular bottle of wine, but this thing is like $2. I think it was 2,500 won. And I had 2 of them last night, which is not even a lot, but for me, it's a lot. 2, I probably could have stuck to 1, maybe 1.5. That I would have been good. Boo could drink like 4 and then be on my level, but I learned my lesson about trying to keep up with Boo. But yeah. Exactly. I too have never seen a wine with that high of alcohol content and for so cheap. It's so cheap. Now it does taste a bit like um that that wine you get at communion at church. Like it tastes like grape juice. It's a little over sweet, but it's fine cuz once you get about half a bottle in, you don't really care what it tastes like. um, but anyway, so that was fun. That was fun. It was a good time. I also forgot to eat, so that's part of why it kind of kicked me in the booty. But did I forget my responsibilities? No, I still filmed that video and edited it last night, and I posted it, and I made sure I made the thumbnail. I did all the things I was supposed to do like a responsible YouTuber. So there you go, bam, boom. But yes, do any of you lovelies have any additional questions about my hair? Call it liquor. I feel like once it exceeds like 20%, that's when I'm like, it's liquor. But then again, soju is about the same content of alcohol as this, and soju is considered liquor. So you might just be onto something, Ami. You might just be right. But yeah. Um, One of the questions I realized I totally did not remember to answer in my Q&A is about my curly ends, because I always get people in my comment section, my my DMs, and all sorts of like people, just random people come up to me who want to know about my hair, and they ask, "Ooh, what lock tool do I use?" I have it somewhere. I use this. Um, it looks like this. I got it off of Amazon. In my lock retightening video, I show like how I retighten my locks using this, and then I also have an affiliate link in the bio of that video in case you want to like make a purchase off of Amazon and also help me make some coin. These are the tools that I use, and I get them from Amazon. And they're just like a little metal, it's kind of like a needle, but it's absolutely not sharp at all. And it is smooth. I like it because there's another one that I saw on Amazon that looks just like this, but it has like sharp edges. And I feel like that one cuts my hair. And we don't want that. We want smooth, rounded edges. Um, let's see, I think I have that one too. Yeah. Okay. So this is the bad one. And it's hard to explain how it's different, but basically just like it's rectangular. I don't know how to explain it, but there are edges on it. And I feel like when it goes through my hair, it is sharp and it kind of rips it. But this one is smooth. What is it called? Fun fact. I literally just type in dreadlock tool or retightening tool or lock tool, and that is how I find it on the internets. Um, Yeah, there's I don't think it has a name, a particular name. It's just literally lock tool. Um, but yeah, bad one, good one. I don't know. Oh, my head. Huller? What does that mean? Oh, hello, hello. It means hello. I'm stupid. Huller. What up, girl? Yes, and my friend over there, Lexi, would like to remind you all to please leave a like. Please like the video as you've come, as you've entered. Is it hard to relock if your hair rips? Well, mm, yes. Um, when I say it rips, so when I'm retightening my hair, I'm taking a lock back through the root of my hair. And if it's ripping, like breaking pieces, little bits of my hair as I do that, it will weaken the lock, the integrity of the lock as a whole, and it could make it so one wrong pull and the whole thing fall off. And that's what we don't want. I don't want the whole thing to fall off. No, I would like to keep my hair on my head. So yes, it would be a difficulty for me if it were to rip. Um, why do I keep that one even though it rips my hair? Basically because those those lock tools are very small and easy to lose, and if I really had no other choice, I would use it. So if I lost my good ones, I would use the not so good ones. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yes. And somebody asked me to count my locks, but she is not in the chat. So, I'm not gonna do it unless you guys want me to. But there are so many. Please don't make me do it. Let's all just agree that I have more than 300 and less than 400 locks. Do I retighten on dry or damp hair? Ye- uh, mm, I usually retighten on dry hair. I understand that a lot of people prefer to do it on damp because your hair has a little bit more elasticity when it is damp, and therefore it's less likely to break. But I have really strong hair. I'm not really worried about breakage. And the reason why I don't want to retighten my hair on damp when it's damp is because, as you know, with natural hair, when it's wet, it expands. When it dries, it contracts. So I could retighten it to what I think is a comfortable amount when it's damp. And then when it dries, it contracts and it will be too tight. And that's very uncomfortable for me. So that's why I don't retighten on damp hair for me. But like I said, if you have um, weaker hair and you're worried about breakage, then you should definitely do it on damp and just be careful to um, not go too tight. I was saying something about curly ends. Basically, a lot of people ask me, how do I keep the ends of my hair curly as opposed to locking? And basically, this is how. Well, let me start by saying I don't do it on purpose. I always say this. I don't keep my ends curly on purpose. It's just that I have a habit that is I realized this habit is causing my ends to not fully lock. And that is basically when I see that my hair that had a curl is starting to lock, I be wanting it to not be too short. So I always end up stretching it out. Literally just that. The stretching it out causes that bit that was starting to lock to kind of unlock, and then it stays a curl instead of becoming shriveled and locked. Um, yeah, I don't. But like I said, I don't do it on purpose. It's just like something I do absentmindedly. Like I'll just be sitting here stretching out the bottom of my hair, and I stopped caring one way or another. Like I used to be like, when will my ends lock? Nah, and I cared about that and I don't care anymore. So if they lock, they lock. If they don't, they don't. But they probably won't because I can't stop messing with them. It's a bad habit. What color would I dye my hair next? Black. I'm gonna probably dye my hair black because um I get a lot of little eyelash length hairs coming off, breakage. Um, and I know that that's because I've damaged the integrity of my hair with lightening it, with dyeing it red. And basically, I don't want to damage my hair anymore. When you go darker, you're putting a deposit onto your hair. It can strengthen your hair even. It can be positive for your hair. It probably won't cause more damage. If you go lighter, that's when you're weakening your hair. You're taking out melanin from your hair. Therefore, you're taking something away from the strength, and that causes breakage and damage. And I don't want to cause any more breakage and damage. So if I do dye my hair again, I'll be going black. Mm. I can count it on my own and let you know later. I'll think about it. If I had locks on my low density head, I would have 11 and a half. Well, here's the thing though. If you look up some people who have like a lower number of locks on purpose, and I don't know, they be fire. They be fire. I personally am of the belief that every black person looks good in locks. And if you tried it, you might like it. But if you don't want to try it, no pressure here. I like the little shortcut that you did recently. I was like, that's cute. That's fire. So, yes. Um I thought about locks when I was much younger, but I've never decided to get them. Um, I highly suggest if you do go for locks, don't go for these because these are high maintenance. If you are gonna go for locks, um, I would go for thick locks because you don't have to do a whole lot. You can go to someone else, have them retwist it for like $50. Interlocking, like I do, is a lot more expensive if I want to go get them done by someone else, or very time consuming if I want to do it myself. So if you were going to get locks, I want to juchun, I want to recommend some thick locks, and I think they would be fire on you. Where did I get my high self-esteem? I get it from my mama. No, but yes, actually, you know what? I get it from, let me actually refute that for a moment. I have high self-esteem sometimes. I also have low self-esteem sometimes. And there's a lot of times when I have to like kind of fish for compliments. And I hate that I do that. And it's a habit I'm working on because, true self esteem comes from within or whatever. But when I do have high self esteem, I get it from the fact that I have people pouring into my cup. So yes, there is this like phrase where they're like, you have to love yourself before you can love someone else, and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, you have to have people pouring into you before you can love yourself. And so I've been blessed in that I have a mother who encourages everything that I do. She always pours into me. I have an older sister who has gone before me and she sees what kind of person I am and grow into. And she always tells me when I'm having low self esteem, and I'm like, oh, my sister, she's so great. Look at her. She's making this much money and she's got this great job and she's got a house and she's doing all these grown up things. And look at me. I'm not doing any of that. And then she looks at me and she's like, "But you're traveling the world and you're living your dreams, or you're going after your dreams, and that's awesome too." So she pours into me and builds up my self-esteem as well. I have a loving partner who always tells me that I'm beautiful, like million times a day, to the point where you would think that I would be sick of it, but I'm not. I don't get sick of it. I have my besties always telling me how dope I am, how awesome I am. And here's the thing, too, when you do that for other people, they do it for you. So I have a tendency to tell my bestie when she looks like a bad bee, I'd be like, "Girl, you fire! Look at you! What you got on?" I tell her, and then she does that for me too. I mean, it's not like a give and take. It's not like a transaction. It's not transactional. It's just a fact that when you feed into people, when you pour into their cups, they also pour into yours. And then self-esteem be like, whoo, overflowing, especially when I got the alcohol flowing. Can't help it. Um, Suggest or say to someone who was thinking about trying locks for the first time. The first thing I would say is patience, because people be like, "Oh yeah, my hair tangles. I should have locks in like 3 weeks," and it doesn't work that way. The process of your hair actually maturing into locks that are the completed product, excuse me, can take a year or more. And so patience is number one. Um, Number two, I would say research. It's very important to look up other people who have similar density as you or similar hair texture as you, and see where they were in their journey and how their journey went, so you can have an idea of how yours will go. Um, and also, I would say realism is one more thing, that don't expect your hair to look exactly like anyone else's in the world, because it won't. Your hair is unique to you. Your head is unique to you. Yes, you can look to people for ideas or like hair care, like how they take care of their hair, but don't expect, like, if I am your goals, don't expect that your head of hair is ever going to look like mine exactly, because that's just not how it works. I too had a couple of people that I was idolizing. I was like, ooh, my hair's gonna look just like that. It doesn't, but my hair looks like mine and I love it. Well past her waist. She grew for many years. She finally cut most of it off. Top, middle, summer. My mom too. Actually, my mom's hair at one point was down past her tailbone. Like she had very long locks, and then she cut them all off. Um, but she's thinking about locking it back up again, and I want her to because now her hair is like, so I see her hair is pretty white, and I just think some white slash gray locks are going to be fire. Those are going to look so cool. Um, what inspired me to get locks? Good question. I didn't want to comb my hair anymore. That was number one. I did not want to comb my hair anymore. Number two, I wanted to feel that my hair was long. Um, I will say, in part, this is a little bit toxic. It was some Eurocentric standards of beauty that had me feeling like my hair grows outwards and not downwards, and I wanted to see it down. I wanted to see my hair long, and that, like I said, is a little bit of a Eurocentric standard of beauty that, my bad. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that was part of what inspired me to get locks. But number one is I didn't want to comb my hair anymore. Yeah, I didn't like that. What else? Thank you, girl. Everyone should gas each other up more. We need to stop holding on to compliments and just letting people know when they're the ish. Yes, absolutely. I have I used to do this more even in the States. If I see a pretty girl walk by, I'm like, girl, you are so pretty. Have a great day. Like, or I see somebody with some fire shoes on, I'll be like, those shoes are dope. Like, you look great. Look at you. Fit on 100. Complete stranger. Um, I just feel like that's a thing that feels amazing when people do it for me. So I used to do it for other people all the time. And that's the thing too. It feels really good for me to make other people feel good about themselves. So that's another reason. I don't do it as much in the States. I mean, I don't do it as much in Korea because I've noticed that Korean people aren't, they're just not used to it. And so when you say something nice to a stranger in Korea, they really think you're a weirdo. Like, it actually hurts my feelings. Like, I'll be like, girl, you're so pretty. And she'll be like, stank face. And I don't like that. So, hmm. Has my one braid lock matured yet? Nope, still a braid. I could find it probably. Well, if my hair wasn't in this style, maybe it would be easier. Is that it? That's not it. Now I'm curious. There it is. I found her. And see, that's the goal. I'll know it's matured when I can't find it anymore. But here it is. And see, I'm using my computer webcam for live streams, so you can't see as defined as um my normal camera, but she's still looking braidalicious. And then there's all this length that has grown in since I originally braided my hair up. But this part is all still just a braid. Yeah, it's never gonna mature, but I'm not gonna cut it off either. um, ooh, that was dangerous. I was leaning on this. It is open. What if I poured this on my computer? Oh no. The honesty. I didn't want to comb my hair yet. I really didn't. Lockspiration. Honestly, I don't just have one. I have like several people who I like followed just because I wanted to like I was hoping my hair would look similar to theirs. Um, for example, there's a girl who actually started her hair after me, but she started her hair with twists, and then after I saw her, I decided to switch my hair from braid locks to twists, and her name is Tykera Ann. I reference her quite a few times, quite a lot. Um, I don't know. There's a lot, but I don't really know them by name because there's not any one person who I'm like, your hair. I want your hair. You know what I mean? And mostly they're on Instagram. Um, I just follow a lot of locks. I just like to look at locks all day, every day, scrolling through my feed. I'm like, yes, micro locks, thick locks, freeform locks, yes. Where am I going after the school year ends leaving Korea? Yes, I am leaving Korea. I'm going to Philadelphia. um, because it's time. It's time. Um, and that is all I can tell you for now because secrets. But I'm leaving Korea. Okay, okay. We're about 25 minutes in. And have we run out of questions, my loves? Are we about to be neighbors? Does that mean like you're in a neighboring state, or does that mean you also live in Philadelphia? Why secrets? Secrets from the general public, not secrets from you. You text me, I'll let you know anything you want to know. um, but secrets from the internet. Um, was there ever a time in your luck journey where you wanted to give up? No, actually there wasn't. I am blessed in that I have naturally quite thick, dense hair. So for me, I never went through the what they call the plucked chicken phase. Like my hair was never very scalpy. I feel like if I was there, I would have probably wanted to give up, but my hair was pretty thick from the jump. Um, and then what else? My hair was also on the long side. I don't know, different people have different ideas of what is considered long hair, but my hair, like, was if I would have taken it and stretched it out, it would have probably hit around here or maybe even where it's at now, and that for me is long. So, I had a little bit of hang time already, is what I'm trying to get at. I had thick hair with some hang time when I started my locks, and that contributed to my self like image. And I never thought these look bad, let me give up. Um, yeah, I do. I understand people who feel that way. I wish I could encourage all of them to push past that because, if your hair isn't thick to begin with, it will thicken with locks. If your hair isn't long to begin with, it will grow with locks. Like if you give it enough time, it's gonna look amazing. But I understand, like I can empathize with people who just can't wait it out past all of that. Well, I will definitely come see you, Lexi, because for sure I be road tripping. I be road tripping. My mommy lives in New York, so I'll be going to see her sometimes and stuff. Yeah. Okay, my loves. Is that all? Shall we discontinue the chat? Is there anything else that you'd like to know? Anything else? Any tips and tricks? Questions that need answers? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone just left the chat and it's probably because of that accent. I apologize. I'm sorry. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, well, if you don't have anything else to ask me, then I'm gonna roll bounce. I'm not mocking the proper English. I'm not mocking them. They mock us, okay? If I use the English accent, it's not to make fun of anybody. It's just because I used to wanna be at Hogwarts. Ooh, I like your name. I don't know if I can say it, but I like it. I don't wanna try because I don't wanna ruin it, and it looks beautiful, but I like your name, girl. Um, Thank you. You like my hair? Thank you very much. Um, your favorite oldest? I agree. I think she would also look great with some locks. I meant yes. I know. You like my art? Thank you. Thank you. I did this. This all me. Some of them are just coloring book pages that I colored. This was a paint by number, but you know what? This was really freaking hard. Even though you would think, yeah, you just put the color where the number is, but this was really hard. So I'm pretty proud of this one. That's why it gets to sit next to me. It's the star of the show. It's my favorite. Um, but yes, even if it was just a coloring book page that I colored, or a painting that I did at like a paint and sip, what do you call it, event, or something I literally plagiarized from the internet, I did the physical labor of doing all this art. Magic girl with blue hair. Thank you. Actually, the original is a white, or I guess she's supposed to be Korean. Um, but I made her black because I wanted to. And she actually had blue eyes and I made them green because I wanted to. Thank you. You think I'm talented? Thank you, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yes, they got paint and sip in Korea, but the ones I went to were actually um they were hosted by a black woman. So, but she doesn't live here anymore. She lives in Canada. And also Corona. So, we don't be doing it anymore. But we did. We did. And this one here that you can totally not see at all. This one I did at a paint and sip. And one more which is in the other room. Actually, in the other room, I have 2 more paintings that I did as part of, like, a group painting event. Oh, thanks you guys for liking my art. Ooh, I hope y'all didn't hear my stomach this time. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. Okay, well, if I ever make it to Berlin, maybe I will. Maybe I will sell some Afrocentric art. I'll be an artist, an artiste. I actually have something that I want to work on that I will let you guys know when I get further along on it, but there is an art related project that I am interested in pursuing for money. What else? I was in Korea for it will be 6 years. It will be a few days short of 6 years. I was in Korea for 6 years. That's a long time. Um, I really thought I was gonna live in Korea forever, um, but it turns out that's not what I want anymore. Peacock skirt painting. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't is that like painting peacock feathers on a skirt, or is it a type of skirt called a peacock skirt? I'm gonna look that up because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why my stomach is so loud. She really just betrays me all the time. Can you be quiet? Chill, chill. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. But she might be smelling That's the that's the peacock skirt painting. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm slow. I'm slow. And this one is not even a painting. This is a diamond painting. So so it was done by sticking on a million of tiny little gems of different colors, and that's why it sparkles. This took forever. And it's another like paint by number. Like I didn't come up with this design. I just copied the design, but the effort though. I just wanted to brag it a little bit. Oh, it's crooked now. I'll fix that later. Hey, no, what? Ooh, what? Hmm. Okay. Those are some ideas. Those are some ideas. Yes, that is probably where your youngest did her artwork, at painting events. Not all of them include alcohol, just so we're clear. Not all of the events included alcohol, but some of them did. Um, she wasn't with me for this one. I did this one with my mom. My mom has one of these the last time she was in Korea. Rent a tiny studio, 8 weeks, hardcore, sell, link with other artists in Berlin, go back home to America with a bag. Okay, that's an idea. I will really think about it. Ain't no men saving us. Word. Okay, rainbow flag, I see you. How many times does one say I'm not hungry before one is actually hungry? 8. I need to get me a paint by number. Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's very challenging. Don't expect to do it all in one day, especially if you do a complicated one like this. Like this definitely took me weeks to complete, but I highly recommend it, like, highly, highly, highly recommend it. Paint by number. It will make you feel like an artist while not having to come up with the idea yourself, and it's fun, and it's creative, and then you still have something to show for it at the end, you know? It's not like some of our fun and creative hobbies, and then you do it, and then it's gone, it's done. Like, cooking, for example, like, I used to enjoy cooking, but I used to hate cooking at the same time because I had to wash dishes, and then I ate the food, and then it's gone, and then there's nothing to show for the hard work I did. But painting is not like that. Um, I remember that video where you showed that diamond painting. The spirit was with you on that one. Yeah. What's another country I would live in? Ooh, I feel like there's a shorter list of countries that I wouldn't live in. Like, I would live in a lot of different places. I'm really not. Did my phone just shut off? I need to check this thing. Okay, good, it's still there. Um, I'm really not, like, tied to any specific places that I have to live or, like, I wouldn't ever go. There are some places that I don't particularly want to live for any long extended period of time, but I'm trying to open my eyes to the possibility just in case because I might ruin some awesome like experiences for myself by ruling them out. Like for example, I was thinking I don't really particularly feel drawn to anywhere in the UK. That doesn't seem like my vibe. But the other day I was talking to my partner and they brought up Ireland. And I was like, really? Apparently it's beautiful. And now I kind of want to go to Ireland. So, mm. Yeah. I'm trying to think about my country of retirement. In my head, my country of retirement is going to be Trinidad, Trinidad and Tobago. That's just in my noggin though. Who knows? Let's go to Mexico. Let's go. Let's go. My sister's in Mexico right now, living her best life. I'm jealous. I am jealous. You thought I would have said the UK as a country I would live in? I just don't feel drawn. I don't feel drawn, but I would. I would go, and maybe I would live there. Maybe. I don't see it happening, but I would at least visit. Can I come? Yeah, come on, let's go. I'm not drawn to Europe as a whole. See, I am drawn to some parts of Europe, but I know it's mostly a food thing and not so much a culture thing because I don't know. Let's not get too deep into the whole stolen cultures thing. But I really really want although food is part of culture, but I really just want to eat some authentic foods from France and from Italy. Like I really just I want to go to Italy. I want to do that stereotypical like floating the canal thing on the thing. I want to do that cheesy stuff and I want to eat some Italian food and I want to go to France. But I want to go to France anyway. Like I just see myself like a movie character speaking French in France, which is why French is on my list of languages I want to learn. Also because there are a lot of African countries that speak French. But yeah, I want to do it. Black men with those accents make you swoon. With the Italian accents or French accents? Or Irish accent? Which accent? I'm curious now. I feel like people with accents different than mine are always attractive to me. So like I don't know. I'm kind of apparently I'm a little bit country. I wasn't aware. I was made aware by other people because I feel like I have a very neutral accent, but I was told that I speak a little bit country. And so, if you happen to sound a little bit northern, I might like that. If you sound like you're from New York or something, New York, I might be into that. I'm just saying. I'm country as what? Rude. Favorite youngest daughter. I'm dead. Y'all are funny. If I ever went to the UK, I'd be eating all the African and Indian food. See, and that's why I'm like, but if I was going to do that anyway, I might as well go to Africa and India, right? So, I don't know. And that's probably it. Because I travel more for food than anything, that's part of why I'm really not drawn to the UK. I'm like, cool, we can speak the same language. I'm sure you've got some like museums. I'm not a museum girl. I'm not into it. I like activities that are unique to a location, and I like fashion. I could be into UK fashion, and I like food, and I'm just like UK food. I don't know about it. Really good accents in general. I agree. I've got a little sweet twang now and then. Thank you. See, I like the way you said it. I have a little sweet twang. Somebody said I'm country as hell. That's rude. I'm from Florida and you do not sound country at all. That's what I thought. I'm like, I'm pretty neutral, but that's okay. Oh, y'all both from Florida. Okay. Different kind of country. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, so I have this list here that y'all don't have to read, but just know it exists. I have a list of videos that I am going to make moving forward. I haven't made them yet, but just a list of videos that I plan to make in the future. But you guys are like my most faithful watchers because you're here right now watching this video, interacting with me. I love that. So I want to give you guys the option. I want you guys to tell me what you most would like to see. So here are some possibilities. One, for me to show, and I'm gonna type them in the chat too so that you remember what it was. So for me to show Pyeongtaek. Pyeongtaek is the city that I live in currently. I could go around and just kind of show off what kind of place it is. Now, the caveat with showing Pyeongtaek is that right now, a lot of stuff is in lockdown because we had, Omicron wreaking havoc or whatever. So it's a little bit not lit at present. And I cannot guarantee that it will be again before I leave. Another option is lock styles. So y'all see me like 99% of the time, I look like this. Today's video, I had a little pigtail situation, and I started today's video half up, half down, and that's about all I ever do. But would you guys be interested in seeing me do something different with my hair? Try out different lock styles. Like for events and stuff, like what I would do with my hair for a high class, like updo type deal, or what I would do with my hair if I, excuse me, was gonna work out, or how, messy bun. I don't know. What would y'all like to see that? A story time of how I think I got blacklisted for jobs in Korea. um Travel doesn't help bad people. That's a very specific title, but basically, I would it be explaining how seeing other cultures and countries doesn't help people who don't want to be helped. So yeah, what are any of those things that you might be interested in seeing as my very next video? Skating? Skating? What do you mean by skating? You want me to take a video of myself skating without you? If not Verona, you should do a greatest hits tour of spots you're gonna miss. I know. See, if not Verona, my mom was supposed to come visit me next week, and then I would be doing that with her. I mean, not immediately because she'd have to quarantine first, but that was what I hoped for, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Story time, story time, story time, okay, story time wins. Story time it is. Let me go ahead and put a little star right there, and that will be the very next video I make. Awesome. Traveling to. I'm gonna put that for number 2. Okay. Thank you guys for helping me make my decision so I can be sure that I can count on a good solid 11 or so views at least because you guys chose it. Am I ever going to go back to Korea, or am I going to build a career in the US? I will definitely visit Korea. I do not plan on living in Korea again. However, I do plan on building a career that I can take wherever I go on YouTube. So there's that. Okay, I put the travel doesn't help bad people as number 2. Okay. Nice hair, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. One of my friends is a freelancer. What kind of freelancer? That's cool. I like the idea of being able to like work remotely, work anywhere in the world that you want to work. I feel like that's it's good. It's great. It's freedom, you know? Number 3, lock styles. All right, I'm taking notes. Lexi, you're the one, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You don't even know. I be seeing you in the comment section. I know that doing that thing that you do, and I love you for that. Thank you so much. And I do be on your live streams too, but like I don't always know when they come in, and sometimes I be at work. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be watching them. Is it sister locks? It's micro locks, similar to sister locks, but without the specific grid and training that comes along with sister locks. I did them myself. I'd love to break into freelance creative writing. Me too, honestly. But I don't even know how I don't even know how anyone does that. Like, I literally have no idea how to even start. I know the struggle. Yes. Ad writing, writing for marketing. Yeah, I know. And that too, like I was thinking like some creative writing for funsies, some ad writing for money, but the one time I started to try and like look into that, they asked me to basically make an ad for a truck, a Ford truck as like their practice round to see if I could do it. And I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I understand that you're gonna get work that you're not interested in sometimes, but literally, I am not doing that. Like, give me something that I'm already an expert on, even if I'm not interested in it, and I'll write on that. Tell me to like make reviews for like Korean food or something, but don't tell me to make an ad for a freaking truck. Like I don't even drive. Stop. Mm, thank you very much. I too love my hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, you're just full of compliments today. Filling me up. I'm gonna walk into the rest of the day like they like me. They really like me. um Yeah, I guess as soon as I realized how much research was involved in the ad writing, that was when I was like, that's not for me because I am not in school anymore. I don't research. That's not even true. I do research. Obviously, I researched my locks before I started them. I researched I research makeup before I buy it, right? To check that it's going to be actually good for my skin. I research. I'm okay with research. I'm just not okay with research on such an obscure topic. I feel like, y'all had all this list of interview questions about my gender, about my race, about like, like bounce off of that a little bit. Something. Mhm. Yeah, I don't even know what someone would look for in a truck. Like four-wheel drive? I don't even know what that means. A travel writer. Hmm. See? Travel writer sounds like fun, but it also sounds like I'd rather just be a travel vlogger. I'll just do what I do on here anyway. Um, who was inspired by me? I inspired your braid locks journey? That warms my heart. Thank you so much. I see, and I was gonna miss that. I was completely gonna miss that comment, and Lexi found it for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm tempted to call you Andrea because that is how you pronounce my bestie's name, but your name is spelled differently. So is it Andrea? Andrea? Anyways, thank you so much for telling me I inspired your journey. That's awesome. I am glad. And you're 2 years in, so you on it. You are here. You're here. You have arrived. Memoirs of a melanated locked expat. Ooh, I should write a book. Okay. I think that we have gone on a whole nother we have veered off topic completely, and that is a sign of a great conversation. But alas, it must come to an end because it has, I'm doing the accent again, because it has been about an hour, and now she's hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and I'm gonna get something to eat. And ooh, stop! I just said I would feed you. Shh. um, I really enjoyed talking with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for contributing to the conversation, for asking questions, for just participating in general. And I love you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a great evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. Bye, everyone.